And yes, friends, we're back. We're back to discuss again, are we in the future of AI, or is AI in our future? So I'm leaving this discussion, this question to you all, but we are on the onset and embarkment. And again, we're beginning another discussion about AI, and we're going to take different tangents today, and we're going to finish that discussion about a little bit about agents, and we're going to delve into some interesting twists, and where AI is used in various industries. We'll take the perspectives from Sri Krishna. So welcome again, Sri Krishna.
Hi.
Hi, hi, hi. So, we in last discussion we spoke about agents, and you spoke about how people can choose a career in agent, how agents can help you and help people in various aspects. Tell me about your services as well. Uh, how can you help a person with uh, any of their needs, be they information technology CEOs, or or per se writers, or from any profession? How can you help people?
Actually, what I do consulting. So what I do is like I have different industries have different needs. Okay, what I have is very specific. I had developed a framework. Okay, the framework is like typically I take a 4 hour session. Okay, for executives, directors, and above, so that each industry is getting impacted. Okay, so people without a framework, it is difficult to assess how their industries are getting impacted, and and uh, how they need to react to the changes in the industry. So typically I conduct a 4 hour session to directors, executives, and CXO level people, where I talk about how their industry is getting impacted, and then I talk to them how what are the use cases that currently being undertaken with similar industries. So each industry is different. Okay, and then I discuss with them. I think of any weird scenarios that they can come up with, in their organization. I use the word weird because many people underestimate the ability of an AI. So they don't think, they will dismiss the thought initially, oh, AI cannot do this. So I recommend them to actually come up with all weird scenarios they can think of with AI, and then and then see that is it a proper use case or not for their industry or for their company. And then from there we take up, and how to if you want to really go ahead with the idea, what is that you need to do, steps to take, okay, to implement that idea. So that's where I stop there, because where we give them the introduction about AI, and how different industries and specific to their industry, how they are using it in their industry and how they can use it. And third step is how to identify use cases in their particular company. Is the use case can be different from company also, industry and company. And then we see what they need to do actually if they want to go ahead with the idea that they came up in the meeting, how to implement it, what steps they need to take. These four I cover in approximately 4 hour session, where people come and discuss with what kind of use cases they can implement in their companies.
Wonderful. I would love to flash your number and
Mm.
your details on the screen so that people can contact you for their services as well. And that was nice, Krishna. Coming to uh, the use of AI in various industry, we spoke about medicine. AI is used in you know uh,
If I may, if I may interrupt you, we missed one industry, entertainment. Can we talk about it?
absolutely, 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 absolutely. No, no, I was about to ask about that as well. Yes, yes, yes. You stole the word from my mouth. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So
Give.
entertainment industry, as we know, right? If you see now, people generate, it is almost impossible to make a video which is AI generated or real video. So that's where it is now. And at this point of it's not possible, but in future, I believe the biggest challenge in entertainment industry as it today is compute cost. Okay, two challenges I would say, not one. One is compute cost. So if you need to generate a video, okay, of say 10 minutes, you need to spend 50,000 or more, maybe more. 15 minutes video, you need to spend 50,000 rupees, or in terms of dollars, I would say, like $400, you need to spend $500, you need to spend just to generate a 10-minute to 15-minute video. Okay, that is first limitation, compute cost. Second limitation, what I see is the ability to generate a video beyond 4 seconds. So if you ask, any these models, okay, to generate a video, okay, uh, it will generate only for 4 seconds, or at least now people are trying to make it to 10 or something, but uh, that's the limitation of it on terms of video generation, compute cost, and then that length of video, how much you can generate. Okay, and to the biggest this thing. And audio, you can actually give some input to an audio model and ask it to create a new song based on the same thing. It will create for you. Okay, so I am very bullish on people creating their own short films and movies without anyone intervention. You don't need a director, you don't need a musician, you don't need a video editor, you don't need what do you call how do I put it? You don't need a what do I put it? Any
A writer.
infrastructure, yeah, writer infrastructure. Okay, you can talk about idea to ChatGPT, ask it to generate a script, put it to a model, okay, and create a theme, music. You can do all these things today, except the limitations of um, and if I add third limitation as well, it's image consistency. Okay, we tried this thing. Even the best models also image consistent in the sense throughout the movie I should look like myself, right?
Right.
I cannot be different in each movie or each four clips, like a clip. So people are trying to put it, even though they ask you to generate. AI avatars are there. AI avatars, people see there is a lip sync problem. I always see in AI avatars. If you little bit, if you notice, so AI avatars, that lip sync problem is there. And then if you this consistency, image video consistency, I may not look exactly the same in 25th video. It will slightly distort my face or color or something. So again, these are limitations. But I'm very bullish that it is going to change in couple of years. People will be able to create their own, release their own short films without any I would say any infrastructure or people. That is very much going to happen in the industry very soon.
Understood. So, but you know, as a music aficionado, I'm a musician myself,
Mhm.
and I'm in the music fraternity also. I feel a threat when you said it is going to generate scripts, and it is going to generate the lyrics. There's no need of a director. There's no need of a music director. There's no need of a
Yeah,
of of an actual camera per se, or
yeah.
maybe it is AI generated or things. It can take now. Gimbal
Yes,
also has this thing called fuzzy logic where it knows where things are moving. Right. I
mm,
think it's kind of
yes,
a
yes, yes,
artificial intelligence.
yes, yes.
So when those kind of things are around, uh, not just IT. We were talking about junior engineers getting discarded, but
Yeah.
but but my but my debate here is uh, creativity. Entertainment is a creative field, Krishna,
Yes, yes, correct.
and you said that AI generates things from different patterns, all the data from the
Mhm.
world, right? It has no other source. And
No others.
on a spiritual note, these composers, they go in a trance state. They compose music in a different way. So,
Yeah.
so how much how much how much creative can AI become in comparison to a human musician?
It can be as creative as it can be, if you ask me,
Okay,
as
and
human.
why is it?
Yeah. Why is it? Because it can try multiple permutations and combinations quickly. it's for its end of the day, it's zeros and ones. Human beings cannot do multiple variations like that. I'm not saying if you ask it to write a song, all 10 songs it produces are going to super hit. 9 songs will super flop. It may be nonsense, but it is able to produce more. Okay, a music director maybe now can write lyric, okay, of a song, maybe getting a translates or something. He can write, say, one song in a week, whereas AI can write 1,000 songs in a week, and you can filter out which one is better for you. Or you can keep on tuning with it to, which song it can generate. You can tinker with it, like how you do a chat, right? You can ask it to put more emotion, more words, more this. You can interact with it to make the song better. And
Okay.
also you can create music as well. You can, give 3 4 samples, and it won't sound like the exact sample that you gave. It can create its own versions of the samples you provided, come up with original music.
How do you think it is going to, suppose I'm a music composer
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assigned to do some music in a film. Suppose there is a director. Let's see, the music
Mm-hmm.
director's job is still there.
Yeah.
The producer is still producing. He's putting money in that. The writer is still there, and I'm still there as a music composer.
Mm-hmm.
How can I take advantage of AI?
I mean, music composed in the sense, in what sense exactly? Like, is it like a background score you will be giving, or so,
No, no. So
or
see,
some?
I mean, in a movie, or even if you're producing a single, like I mean, they call singles
Mhm.
in the Western world,
Mhm.
right? One single
Yes,
song.
yes, yes, yes.
They write down the song. They write down the situation. They think about, you know, the scenario, what's going on, and then they
Mhm.
imagine the situation, and then they compose music as per that, because that emotion has to
Yeah,
fit into the
yes.
context. The music is always, it's the emotion which, I mean, the song
Yes.
is just an emotion,
Mm.
which is running around that particular situation.
Yes.
So so that means, can AI
Yes, yes,
think like a
definitely.
human?
Yes, definitely. I see. I would say AI cannot think like a human, but I mean, I would say, if you ask it to create a music which is sorrow, it will create based on different sorrows music it has had earlier. Okay. End of the day, it's like permutation combinations only it will work. But I'm saying you, it can generate quickly, much quickly, and sometimes maybe better than a composer. You need to ask it to what in what
So
sense you want it.
so that means there is a threat to the music industry, when I mean, as far as the human is concerned.
Yes.
I mean, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. Previously, if you ask me, like writing a book was very difficult. Even publishing industry, if you take, previously you need to go to people to to make it better, sound better. You need editors to write a book. Today, you can write a book with ChatGPT, and using Kindle publishing, you can publish your book. Previously, cover page image was creation was a big task. Now you can just prompt to AI, put your photo, it will give it an excellent cover page for you. So if you want to write a book around your thoughts, but I highly discourage people to just ask it to write something and publish it. But in your own thoughts, or really something makes sense, okay, then you can write a book with ChatGPT, publish it in Kindle, and you can sell a book in no time.
Right.
That's the power of AI
Right,
in
right.
the
So
publishing industry. So entertainment industry is one, publishing industry is one. You don't need
so
editors,
we, we'll
content
we'll
generators.
come back
Yeah.
to writers now. We'll come back to writers. Like, we'll go back to the stalwarts like William Shakespeare and William Wordsworth and P.B. Shelley, or Charles Dickens or Mark Twain, or who
Mm,
created timeless classics for
mm,
us.
yes.
Is AI going to do that for us in the future, or or do you think that those things, those emotions, are going to become obsolete? uh, don't you think it is stealing all our emotions in that sense?
Mm, no, I don't think it is stealing actually. It is not stealing, but I mean, at the time of writing itself, you're prompting. I would say writing in the prompting, you're putting your emotion there. Give me a sorrow song. You're asking for it to give a sorrow song. Your emotion is there, but still, the power of AI lies in generating multiple variations, which at least one will succeed. That's where I believe, like, a human cannot write 10 books in a month with his own thoughts, okay, on his own, because he has to
But
type.
what about the quality of
Yes,
the
yes.
content, and who is
Quality,
going? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
quality will be quality differently. That's what I say. You need to review it. Okay, you need to review your content. It's not that it will eventually, if the quality is not good, it will punish it by the public.
Yes.
The market will decide. I cannot write, because I cannot ask you to write a book in 40-page book, publish in Kindle. Nobody reads. What is the point? It's just I did, but it's no relevance. So definitely quality matters. What I'm saying is AI can generate multiple variations. You will hit quality one place. The variations are really good. You think all others write hundreds of books, only one will click or two. You hardly find other whose all books are super hits. So, but the variations can be generated by AI quickly, and also I would say, instead of asking, this AI models to create a novel or something, people need to give their inputs to it and make it better. I'm talking the productivity will be increased much better, for a
Can
author
AI
or
give me extraordinary script ideas also?
yes, definitely it will give.
So suppose I
Yes,
want to write a science fiction, uh,
yes, yes.
and I have 50% of the story. Can AI
Yeah.
finish the rest of the 50% with its own
It it
thoughts?
it can. It can.
Uh,
But I tell you, but thing is, there is see, it will finish on its own thinking. It may not be what you want it. So I always recommend have a framework. Framework means, like, what stories, how many chapters, everything, what happens, outline of the story, and ask A to fill it. It's much easier and it does a much accurate job in filling the content.
so I mean,
And scenario,
I think you use that word singularity, right? I think
yeah.
it goes with. I mean, it only can predict the next word or the next thing,
Yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
No, that is called transformers technology currently we are using. Okay, that's pretty next word. But even singularity is means you don't know what will happen after the event. Like A has come and sat on our head. We cannot predict the future anymore. If now we are discussing, we are seeing impact on IT, impact on entertainment. Now we are seeing impact on writing, impact on like all industries. No one is left spared by IT. All
So, do you think
industries
it
will
is
be.
going to impact even mechanical engineers who make machines and all these things?
Yes. Mechanical engineering, see, to which area we are talking about? Which area we are talking about? Like, if you ask, if you, it can generate quickly models or something, the diagrams or something. It's quickly, productivity is double. You don't
Can
need
it
people
can
knowing
it also?
manual.
I'll digress a little bit from the entertainment. I'll come back there. Can it take place of a civil engineer who actually makes out a plan for a building? Can AI do that?
Currently, uh, to some extent, it is not possible, because AutoCAD integration and all should be there in that. So I don't know how far the integration works with the models and these things.
Because
So
I myself I'm a mechanical engineer, so I used to
yeah,
do all the CAD, and I used to
yes, yes.
do all those elliptical drawings or whatever. I
Yeah,
kind of I forgot a bit. It's been a while, but
yeah.
we used to do all those isometric
But
projections and so many things. Yeah.
definitely, I tell you where actually AI can help. Okay, you don't need to go to site visits to do completion of the work. Okay, you can send a drone. It'll see it'll take the video. Video will be analyzed by AI. It will say how much work is completed. You don't need a site visits anymore. Or you can take pictures and send it to the AI. AI will say how much work is completed. Like that, with the use cases, it is evolving, but current use cases may be limited in civil, but I'm sure it will be there as well. So
Wonderful.
I'm trying to work with one company where actually they do drawings for civil drawings. So I'm trying to check with them how AI can help them. I'm interacting with them. Hopefully I'll have use case there where AI can
So
help
so
them.
you're saying that maybe not now, but in the future, accuracy will be there.
Definitely, yes, yes.
So definitely AI. So yeah, I have another question, but I'll keep it uh, uh, after this question. I'm going to ask you. This thing was churning in my mind when we were talking about the entertainment industry. I was listening somewhere in a YouTube video that AI can make movies as well. It can take. I mean, it
Yes,
is
yes,
creating
yes.
human videos. Just the way I am sitting here, it can replicate
Yes,
me
yes.
doing different tasks, right?
Yes, 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 yes. Definitely it can do that. Yes, yes. It's already doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it can. I mean, I think there was that movie where I think Jeans, right? Have you seen the movie Jeans?
Yes, yes, yes.
Where Aishwarya Rai was projected,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
they
yes.
did something like
Yeah.
that. I mean, I don't
Yes,
know
yes.
if that is going to. I mean that came to my mind, but I heard about this fact that in the future we cannot distinguish between a real video and a deep fake video. Is that true?
Even today we cannot, sir. Today we cannot.
Today we cannot. No, not at this point.
Very
You know.
difficult. No, no, very difficult to make a distinction. It's already there.
Oh, today we cannot make a distinction. So, so,
It's
so that
already there.
means today I can create a video of me being in Switzerland, walking on,
Yes, yes.
or walking around Eiffel Tower
Yes,
in
sir. Yes, yes. You are walking around, you can talk with me. Your avatar will sit here and do exactly the animation, hand gestures, everything you are doing.
like a
You just
human,
need to feel
right?
like a human. Yes.
Like I can take I can pose that as if I'm taking a
Yeah,
wonderful picture or having a
yeah,
conversation with Shah Rukh Khan in Bombay.
yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Even though
Okay,
for this even though for this discussion, you need not be present there. It'll avatar will sit and it will do exactly just as everything. The voice may be coming from you in Switzerland somewhere
how
eating
about my
lunch.
voice? Can it also replicate my voice as
Yeah,
well?
yeah.
Like,
Voice cloning is there very much.
okay, suppose I spoke only in English all my life. Can it make me
Yes.
speak
No,
in
no, no.
Arabic or any other
No,
language? No.
I don't think so. It can do, but I don't think the effectiveness of that. So, but
So,
definitely English. If you ask me, all models, right, do excellent job in English because they are trained on it. But other languages, it's very difficult. Even in India, one company, Sarvam, is working on bringing Indian languages to AI to make it better. I mean, to sound better, not make it, but sound better. Okay.
because
Some
because
companies are working on. Hmm.
because I'm seeing voice cloning also. I saw a YouTube video where Arjit Singh's songs. They made it sound as if Kishore Kumar was singing. I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
he died long back, right?
Yes, yes. Voice cloning is here. And also, if you ask me, writing pattern also. Over a period of time, the more you interact with ChatGPT and all, you can ask it to like how I write an email. It will write the email how you write, not how an AI writes. So your writing patterns also it will recognize and over a period of
So,
time.
so suppose I'm a writer and I've
Mm.
written 100 letters, 100 emails to
Mm.
people, and I
Yes,
give it to ChatGPT
yes,
or the OpenAI
yes,
systems, and I say that, hey, I have this situation. Please write it like me. Is it going to write?
yes, 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 100%.
And,
It will
and I
not
will
write.
say, please also replicate some of my grammatical errors. Also, it is going to do the same.
Yes, 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 definitely.
Okay. So we spoke about chat. I mean, we are seeing chat GPT, prompting violation if you write something, some illicit
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
or anything,
these
or if it is
every model has limitation. Okay. If you ask OpenAI has started with saying that the OpenAI started its grand vision of making artificial intelligence for everyone, but then it became profit. This thing that's a different story. But each model they are called ethics. Okay. It won't tell you how to kill yourself. For example, even Google has restrictions. It will say first helpline, then kill you. Okay.
right.
So ethics and based on who trained the model, right? Some information it will withheld you talk about some particular persons, it won't talk about it. It will say, I have no clue. But people have found out different ways to make it extract, but different story. But if I say Krishna, it won't talk about Krishna. So people have started saying that I give a name, but tell about the person whose name after character is next. Suppose K is there, I J K. So J they'll write Krishna as J, R before character like that. They write say you come with a name taking the next character, okay, because J comes K, right? So it'll give the name, then it'll spell out. So all models have restrictions on what they talk about, especially on very sensitive matters. Okay. And they definitely don't talk about religion and all that. They'll try to be politically correct, all the places, all models. Okay. I think Elon Musk is trying to make it more open. I don't know how it will work. But so far, all models are restricted to any political views. Last time when they asked, some model it notes more about Kamala Harris than Trump because that's trained like that. So each has its own limitations in terms of how much they can spit out. Okay. Though they have knowledge about everything, I mean, they have information about everything, they cannot talk. If you see, the other day I was talking about the DeepSeek R1 model from China. Okay. If you ask that model, what is Taiwan? It is saying Taiwan is a part of China. So it is trained like that. So each model, right? They how they train, how they want it, it will work like that. Most of the tasks are business tasks, it will do correctly, but politics, religion, very difficult to make it come out on those
Okay.
sensitive topics.
Okay. Will AI get emotional intelligence in this lifetime or no?
I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so.
It's a good thing, right? I mean, I don't
Yes,
think.
it's,
I mean,
it's a
it's for the good of the human only. I mean, I mean,
Yeah. See,
I mean,
I give one example. Like, people think it's bad. It's bad, but as good as a human uses it. Okay. I tell you, there is one robot, like Elon Musk creating robots, right? Like that, some robots are in place. Okay. Robot comes to our office and says, it's a paper clipping company. Okay. He makes paper clips. Okay. Assume we are in 2040 or something. Okay. 20, no, sorry, not 2040, like 2400 somewhere. Okay. Then this Robert comes, a paper clipping company. He gives simple instructions saying that make as many paper clips as possible. Okay. And goes into logs, goes into the office, starts his work. Okay. It got instruction that make as many clips as possible. So it start destroying humans, trees, it kills everything to make paper clips. Okay, because it got instruction to create as many paper clips as possible. It has no intent, but the intent is mistakenly given by the person handling that robot. Okay, it went to galaxy, it went to moon, or if it's assuming moon settlement, it kills there also. Enter galaxy, it roams because it understood it wrongly. It may not be unintentional. The person simply told create as many paper clips as possible. Simple instruction. Okay, for example, that has actually the same instructions has impacted our lives also. If you ask me how, okay, initially Facebook and all, in Instagram, all these came, okay, TikTok and all. People are not getting hooked to it. One video they watch, next video they leave. Okay, one video they watch, they leave. So what they trained is the algorithms, we call them, how to hook this fellow, understand his likes and dislikes, how to hook the person addicted to my platform. Their goal was maybe innocuously saying that please make people spend more on my platform by giving recommendation. Now we are addicted to it because of the recommendations. It may be not intentional that we get addicted to phone. They just thought people should be more active on my platform. It gives you more reels or something that you are interested in, generate more what your views are, like that. So it's that I would say AI as its cannot have its own this thing. People has to commit a mistake
so in a way,
to make it.
in a way, I'm reading between the lines. In a way, the instruction is make these people's lives miserable, right?
I don't think so. That is not intent. That's what I'm saying. The intent was not good. When the person told make as many paper clips as possible,
The
he
intent
thought,
was,
yeah, 8 to 5, you do something, do paper, not to kill the human race and make paper clips. Yeah,
that,
like that.
but his instruction was very vague and unclear.
Yeah.
So it's so
That's what I'm saying. So when you ask about AI as an emotion, it won't have emotion. It will just execute what you told it to do. So you need to be very careful in giving instructions, but
I
it cannot
also
have it.
heard about one robot. I think it killed a human being or something.
And
Accidentally, or I don't know.
people are saying one robot told other robots, you are going overwork, overwork, over. I mean, next shift, extra shift you are working, let's go home. And they are saying that one robot took other robots home, don't work. But I think it's not possible. I don't know. It's, see, end of the day, it's a program instructions unless somebody instructs it. it cannot do on its own something like that. I think they are playing
So
challenge there.
ultimately, it boils down to programming only.
Yes, yes,
It
yes.
has no mind of its own. Like human beings
It,
have.
it has its mind, you need to trigger it. It cannot trigger on its own.
Okay. Ha. In that sense, because you are so much into AI, how do you think? I mean, did you? Because human beings, our body is made of all the cells and neurons, and the neurons are linked. We have a neural wiring. I
Mm.
also heard about neural wiring in AI also. So does AI think like a human mind, or it thinks differently?
It doesn't think at all. It's a lot programming. So it
Do you
just
think the human mind is more superior than uh, the computer's mind or
yes,
the artificial intelligence mind?
yes. It will be in future also. It will be humans will be superior to machines any given day because of their intent and ability to emote and
Because we always heard that Albert Einstein used only 5% of his brain, and we did not we did
yeah.
not yet unravel, or we did not use 100% of our brain, and we I mean, I think now we are at a juncture where it is our responsibility to exercise our creative muscles and things. With when these things are coming up, instead of becoming lazy, I think it's the other way around, to
Yes,
sharpen your mental
yes, yes.
skills also.
I would say positively you can use it AI. Very much positively you can use the AI.
Understood. Because it's not I Robot, where I think there was one movie where I watched uh, in the 90s, I guess, where the robots were coexisting with humans, and they were ruling the world.
Mm.
Is there? I mean, so do you think
I don't
that day
think
is
that's
going to
possible
come? Oh,
unless somebody actually really trying to do. Person should always be there. That's what my take is on AI. One person with evil intention should be always be there. Without that, it cannot work on its own.
but again,
Somebody
that is
with
but again, that is an instruction, like a genie.
yes,
A,
yes,
every genie needs an instruction. So here,
yes, yes,
the AI is like a genie.
yes,
But
exactly,
but
exactly.
does but will AI get godlike powers? I was listening to another podcast saying that AI has godlike powers.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Like it is going to an extent where it is going to affect the weather of the planet or things.
Yeah, it can. Like if you give wrong instruction to do something wrong, it can. But see, the capability is different, and then saying God is different. If you're controlling something, then if you call that a God, then somebody is controlling oil. They may burn all the oil tomorrow and make the environment worse. That doesn't give them God, right? I mean, it cannot be
True,
in that
true.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you can call them a demon, but not a no,
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
but not a god. So we'll end our discussion here, Krishna. So friends, again, as I said, we went on very different tangents today about artificial intelligence, its future, and are we in the future? Definitely, we are in the future, and that future is our present now. And how many present moments and how many future evolutions are going to happen? You know only existence, nature, and human beings will decide, and with time as well, as fate goes on and on. I'm using that word on a whimsical note, but definitely there is going to be a major impact of AI on human beings. For sure, it already has an impact, and people are uh, dabbling with AI with some care, uh, and they're trying to be more constructive. But in our next discussion, we'll find out something more interesting about how we can use AI. Not only in IT, in our daily life, and layman using things different, maybe applications, or even coexisting AI, making AI your friend. So I hope you loved this interview and podcast. And if you did, then email us to the email scrolling on the screen, and shoot your questions as well if you have any, so that we can answer some of them via email or via this podcast. And we'll continue as long as we get love from you, as long as we get your inputs, your interest, and your enthusiasm. We are there for you on MANATV International. Thank you so much.